just received a kit from local online store in Ukraine, and they have exclusive rights for selling this icon. It was new in summer, I think, and I wanted to start it right away, but then something changed in my mind, and I thought maybe I will not stitch her anymore. But then I decided to go ahead, and in spite of me having another icon started, but was just a little bit, I really want to stitch this icon. She is originally in Russia, and the lady Matrona passed away in 1952, if I remember very well. So it's not that old icon, but I think in 2000 they make her saint, and yeah, I read a lot about her. She was born blind, not just blind, she didn't have actual eyes, and she was born in very, very poor family, and she had some special gift to help people to see future, stuff like that. And because I love Thea Gouverneur icons, I could not to stitch her, and I was just showing to my Russian-speaking followers what is inside this kit. And actually she was born at the same day as I, 10th of November. Some Wikipedia said 9th of November. Some articles say that she was born 10th of November, something around this time, but 1881, I think. Can't remember very well, but yeah, she was 100 years old, 100 years older than me. And these are colors of DMC threads I will be using in this kit. There are 4 metallic threads. From my previous experience, I was really struggling to recognize which color is which, because they were so close to each other, but this one, this metallic is definitely different. Also, some people complaining about green DMC threads because they said they look alike to me. Maybe I have newer kit, I don't know, but my threads, they are different as well. Also, there is a piece of fabric. I don't know, that usually they put Zweigart, but this one with the blue line, maybe it's nude Zweigart, I don't know. But the quality is the same, the quality is great. I like everything the Thea Gouverneur puts in their kits. Also, there is brochure with advertisement of this design I really love, and it's one of the biggest, I think, from, not the biggest, one of the biggest Thea Gouverneur ever created. And there is a same piece in museum, and I have this kit and I'm gonna stitch it, I don't know when. Also, there is a John James needle, a little bit thicker than I like, but let's see, let's try first, and maybe I will not change this needle, because I like using few needles when I'm stitching, because this way I stitch faster. So my next start this year, but definitely she will be stitching in 2022, because I have plans to finish 2 designs this year, and I have December for it, but maybe I will finish it faster and I will start working on my other kits. So I know I will be not able to finish any other designs. Maybe I will start something small very quickly and I will finish it. But for now, my plan is probably start few more designs which I would like to stitch in 2022. So I know they started and they're gonna be progressed. But yeah, I know I will also we'll start something in 2022 like we always do. We plan one thing and then something happened and we want to start another stuff. But because this kit was given to me to review, and I decided to stitch first. And every year I actually try to stitch one icon. This year I did not have a chance. And I have a feeling not I must, but it calms me down. Sometimes you have ups and downs, and I just stitch icon. I feel like for me this is kind of meditation. And they're not very easy to stitch. This icon looks like she's the easiest out of all of them, and there is a big collection of them, as you can see. This one I have before Matrona icon. I've stitched this one, and another one I started. There is none here, but these two icons I've heard they're the hardest. Or maybe this one the hardest because it's the latest one. This one is okay, and this one also not that hard, but guys, we'll see. Anyway, this is my fourth icon, but I only finished two. And here is my first progress on Matrona, and I just can explain to you how happy I am, because to work on this design was so easy and very, very interesting. Compared to my previous icons, it's the easiest one, and I think out of all icons from Thea Gouverneur, this is the easiest one for now. Maybe in the future they will create other icons, because I have almost all of them. I think I only miss one icon, but I'm gonna buy it in the future when I will stitch few out of my stash. And on a picture, on a video, I don't think you will be able to see some colors, because it seems that brown is brown, but there are a few colors of brown. And here, as you can see, a few colors for sure, but on a video they seems the same. I thought I have something dirty. This is a thread, sorry, did not see it before. And yeah, sometimes I don't even realize where is brown I stitch already, or maybe I made mistake, and then I go back to the key and I see that no, I was right. And if you familiar with the Gouverneur work, there are very minimum of backstitch on icons. I mean, on cities, yes, there are lots of backstitch, and they do use it. But icons are already very, very difficult. Yeah, there are even cities very difficult, but icons especially very difficult, and we have very minimum of backstitch, especially on this design. I don't think she has any of backstitch. No, she has a little bit. If you look at the chart, I think this is a backstitch, but not like other designs. Yeah, she has a little bit of backstitch, but I mean, look at the chart from far, and you can see she has a little bit of backstitch, not like other designs. And sometimes it's nice to have a break and to make some different stitches. Yeah, this is my progress. Also, there is a special thing you have to know about this design. They have different metallic threads. Usually I use one thread of metallic thread. Here they advise you to use two, because they're very thin, and to be honest, to stitch with this metallic thread is a little bit complicated. It's always complicated, but with this one is especially. But what I do, and my advice to you, not particular for this design, for the future, if you see the thread it doesn't really working well as you like, you just cut a small piece like this, and it won't be difficult then as with a long one, because you will have knots, you will have twisted thread, and you don't want it. So just try to use small short thread. And yeah, I was surprised how easy it was going, and didn't want to stop stitching, but I have other designs I would like to finish. I do work on them. I will show you a little bit later what I have done. For other few days I was in my city, and I brought also some designs with me I would like to start a new year, maybe, I don't know, we'll see how it will go, but I went through all my stash, especially Thea Gouverneur, and I look what I would like to start stitching, because I know once I start I always will have to go back to those designs. And as you remember, I have other icon from Thea Gouverneur started, but there are very little progress. I don't know if should I count even this as a whip, but colors very similar to Matrona. Also, if you look at this design just from a preview, you see how difficult this dress is. It's lots of single crosses. I can't explain to you. It's like night and day stitching these two icons, but definitely I will work on it maybe after this icon. But I will see. Sometimes I feel I wanna stitch one design and I'm stitching it. I just like green colors. It's not very often you will see in icons that there is a green color, usually beige, dark red and stuff like that. And both these icons for me are special, because first of all, this icon I know people use in a Catholic church and in Orthodox church. So this icon is completely different. She's the Matrona herself. She was living in my grandparents' time, whereas other icons, you don't know even which year exactly they were living. But here you can stop and read about her, or you can just see in Wikipedia, and there are lots of facts about her early life, and her life was hard compared to ours nowadays. Even we complain about something, but then you read not only about saint people, but in general nowadays I think we have easier life, as long as we don't have any complications, everything manageable to do. And yeah, so this another part of me in cross stitch. I know not often people stitching icons, but I don't feel complete when I don't stitch an icon. I hope you understand. Let me show you just few stitches here on this design, but again, I told you I don't even know if I should count this as a whip or no, because I only have from that very difficult corner very few stitches, and their majority, the rest are like singles all over the place. We'll see. Maybe I'm not just ready for that complicated design yet, but as you can see, the difference is here we have two organizers. This is how many colors here, and plus we have additional additional threads, lots of metallic, as you can see. Whereas here I only have one whole one and very few colors on other organizer. It means a lot, because the more colors, the more complicated chart. And I still love this challenge when I have something difficult, because as a stitcher you always want to grow. And I understand why people get bored or they lose their stitch bug, because sometimes you just need to change your routine. When it comes like every day is the same, it's no more fun to to have this hobby. But I think we will stitch no matter what. Even my dimensions, when I can see threads with my closed eyes and tell you the number, I still love it. Once in a while I miss it and I need it. Well, for the past few years it wasn't once in a while, but the same I can say about other designs. I miss them. and I desire to stitch them again. So let me put on pause and I will prepare for you my other design. This is what I brought from my city, because I was there just for a short time. I just wanted to go through my stash and see what I have. And guys, I realize I do have a lot of kits, and good news, I don't want to sell any of them. I want to stitch them, and again, one day I have this mood, another day I have another mood. Still, I'm trying to be that person as I was before, because even in hobby we let ourselves to do everything we want. It reflects our other life, our normal life. And I know to buy it's very easy, to stitch it's difficult, and sometimes you really want to start this design, and once you start it you're like, oh, I don't feel to stitch it, and it's laying in your stash for many years. Of course, I'm against that, and you don't have that special feeling anymore to this design. Like, I went through my dimensions kits and I found 2 more whips. I thought I have 22. No, I have 24, but I can easily tell you that 4 of them the same amount of crosses as on the icon, plus minus, and so I cannot even call them as my whip. It just kit, I open it and started with few stitches. But if you look at my whips, really there may be not even 18, and it's okay, I will come back to them again. But the thing is, they're all very big, and I don't have small designs. That's a problem, because it takes me forever to stitch them. It takes me forever even to, it makes me difficult to make videos, because I feel like for the past year I'm showing the same design to you. Anyway, I chose 3 designs from Thea Gouverneur, which I would like to start. Not all of them, some of them. I don't know which one it will be, because this design, I think it's impossible to find now. It's so rare, and the store sent me that icon. The ones contacted me and they said, so they found few of these designs, and they were sure that it won't be reprinted again. I don't know about it. But I have many people contacted me and asked me about this design, if I'm gonna sell it after I stitch it, the leftovers in the chart. I will think about it. Maybe I just will give to someone, but first I need to stitch it. The thing is, I don't want to stitch it on a white fabric. I want to have either natural linen, maybe lighter than this one, or just to dye it with a tea to make it vintage look. But I think this design will pop up more on fabric like this than on white. And I'm not sure about the border, if I'm gonna stitch the border or no, but I will see it, and I will start it from the center, and I will decide when I will have this design. Actually, the fabric here is not really white, it's more ivory, but again, I would like to have it even more darker. And I honestly, I ordered already fabric for this design, Sajou linen, and they have very good quality linen. Now I'm thinking to try to dye it. I'm not gonna do it by myself, especially this big piece. I will ask girl who always for the past year dyed for me fabric for Mirabilis. I will ask her to help me with this design, and I don't know when it will be. I have to meet her first, she has to find time and blah blah, and then I will see what to start. But as I can see, it's a little bit complicated design, because lots of changes, lots of colors, but I'm sure it will be interesting to stitch. Next designs, I was texting to my other friend in Kiev, and she showed me her latest purchase. And yesterday we arrived early in the morning to Kiev, and I had my luggage not full of cross stitch, but cross stitch was on top. And when you open my luggage, this design was first, and I like, wait a second, right now I'm going to my luggage, and I show her. I said I just brought it from Zaporozhye, and I'm deciding what to stitch. As you can see close here is different kinds of peonies, and they're all beautiful. I love them all. And yeah, peony is one of my favorite flowers for sure, 100%. I also like this little house in the background. Well, it's not little, it's huge. But I imagine myself many times having a house. Half of my backyard will be peonies, half roses, and the rest is something else. We'll see. The older I get, the more I want to move to the house. Before, I never wanted to live in a house because I always like to have neighbors very close to me, because I'm scared to feel a complete quiet environment, and I like to walk outside and see people. Maybe for now I'm still like this. Maybe I will never change, but it's always nice once in a while to go to the house and have a rest from busy city. And my other design I brought, maybe I will start it soon, next year, I don't know, but this design is not difficult to stitch. I've seen it on YouTube and a girl stitching it now. These birds, every single day, every single morning I was walking my dog, my Susie, and I see these birds. I've never seen them before in my city, never. First time ever I've seen them like few years back, and I was like, what's this kind of bird? I didn't even know which kind of bird it is, but I've heard my father said that recently we have lots of these birds in our region. It's very weird, but they're so pretty. I know they're not the best birds for people who has their backyard full of plants, or maybe they collect and harvest. They're similar to what's the name of these birds? Just remember now, magpies. Yeah, they're pretty as well, and we also have them, I think, all over the world. These birds are everywhere, but only after I stitch this design I would like to have magpies. Yeah, I also have them in Martina's designs, the small little squares, and the design is right next to it, 2024. I will buy after I stitch magpies, not earlier, because Thea Gouverneur, they don't take their designs off the market as often as other designs. I don't think they even do it, but yeah, that's it for Thea Gouverneur. And let me show you other design. This is Lanarte, the one I told you I'm gonna stitch, and I do stitch it right now. I just move my hoops, but I can show you maybe a little bit from this side. I stitch, I even have some little back stitch. Again, this is very little progress, but I do work on this design, and my plan is to stitch it till the end. Maybe if I have half of her face done, I will change it to Mirabilia, just to have something different. But yeah, I'm not leaving this design behind, and I'm gonna stitch it as maximum as possible. Working with these colors, pink, I think I should have started from her head instead. It's a little bit hard on this fabric. It's very difficult to see what you stitch. And again, similar like in Thea Gouverneur, you don't see the difference in colors. And only after you've done it, you see why this color is supposed to be here. And also there is a little bit of back stitch, not as much as on other designs, but I'm trying to reach the really like center, whereas only head will be left to stitch. As well, it will be much more easier for me to work on top of this design, because colors darker and you will see it much better. I think I'm done with showing you my progress. I want to show you quickly some purchases. because I want to clean my area where I'm recording videos. I kept it for a few days already, and it's not nice because I'm doing it in my son's room. Okay, from what I should start first? I have some new fabric, I have some needle minders, I have some birthday presents, and I have some new charts as well. Okay, first of all, let me start from this design from Ladida. Many of you maybe will be surprised that I have this design, but I really like it and I want to stitch it again. I told you I'm missing some smaller designs. This design not that small, it's kind of medium size. I already prepared some threads and fabric for it, and this is 40th count of linen, hand dyed by my other lady I'm ordering. She's currently not doing anymore this, but maybe she will come back to the fabric because she is quite good. As well, this design has DMC threads, which I want to replace some of them with hand-dyed fabrics. I will see. Like this is for me will be an example, and I will have some hand-dyed threads. If they look similar, I will rather stitch with hand-dyed threads, and I think it will be fun to replace them. So this one is my first one. Let's go maybe to hand across the sea samplers. This is a limited edition for traditional stitches and in other stores, I think. Yeah, for their anniversary. I also have fabric for this design. This is the count and the name. Filbert Legacy linen. It's nice to see the mark and to the note for which design it is, because sometimes I don't even know. I can receive a parcel, I don't know for which design I've got this fabric, and then it's laying in my stash. I don't know which it for, and I like to store my fabric without plastic bag and piles of my fabric. Sometimes I just grab whatever I want to, but I prefer to know that I have for this design fabric. And I already ordered threads. We'll see when I will start, but I will start it soon. Next year, I mean. Not this year, because till I receive my threads, till I finish some designs, so I have room and I have time as well. Next, I got 3 needle minders. One I can't show you because it's somewhere in my design already, but the Canadian flag I received from Kitty, and Kitty, thank you very much. Daniel was so happy to see it on my hoopsie, like, oh, Canadian flag. I said, yeah, and this it just happened that I received 3 needle minders from this Accoutrement Designs, the company I really love. Their magnets are the best. As much as I love Kim's needle minders, but I hardly use them in my daily routine. And I think this peacock also hard to find. I see some people sometimes selling their stuff on Instagram. Sometimes I buy very rare, but I really wanted this peacock. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, I need to buy it. And it came from Russia with other needle minder, which I'll show you later. So that's why I kept them on the same paper. And when I read a little bit of the story of the company, that it was first for presents, the lady made them for the presents, and then she decided to make her business. It's very interesting, and I think she does very, very well, because if I have a choice to buy which needle minder, I will definitely go for it. As much as I said I like other companies, but how strong these needle minders, I love it about it. Even sometimes I have stones falling out, I don't really mind to put them back. It's not the best, but because we use needle minders and we constantly making like this, and we add them to the chart. I mean, the magnet as well, very strong, makes some noise, and not just noise, when you attach it, it's a little bit hard. Yeah, I wish stones never fall out, but it's not diamonds. Yeah, and I'm really happy, and I'm using these needle minders already. So I have other fabric. I'm hoping this is the right one. Again, from Traditional Stitches. This is the name, and I forgot for what I wanted this fabric, or maybe it was a present from Kitty. I forgot. Kitty, please write me if you remember, because I'm losing my memory lately. I'm very bad with this. Also, I received 2 other piece of fabric, and again, I forgot which is for what. This is like side linen, so I can write it down if you remember. If not, then I will. I think it's for my big sampler, but I am not sure. But this is a big piece of linen. Again, sometimes I also like to see when floss tubers showing their fabric, I like to see name and account, because sometimes I would like to have the same count and I don't have to wait or asking blogger to let me know which fabric it is. Also difficult to explain, and we all have big stash and difficult to remember which you were showing and to find it already when you pack everything. Next fabric received as a gift. This is linen milk chocolate from my favorite company, Mitchell, because they're so tough always. But this color is very, very common, and you can basically use it everywhere. In Mirabilias, in Mill Hill, many designs you can stitch on it, even samplers, and it will be great. I will show you one design I just get it. Someone was selling this old chart. Some people sold it in Ukraine, and you can even stitch these ships on it. Will be nice, I think. And yeah, whatever you want to. But thank you Kitty, very much. I was super happy and excited. Even I'm showing this 1 month later, but I'm using it. And your cup as well. I'm already drinking coffee and tea from. Actually, we don't have here many cups, and I was really happy to receive it, especially with hummingbirds. You will see in my future videos. So I organized some scissors here, and here is 2 layers. This box was gifted again. My dear Kitty, I have my scissors, brought them from Zaporozhye, together with the box. Yeah, it's very nice, very soft as well. And maybe if I will be traveling, I also will put something I don't want to be damaged in here, and I know it will be safe, because this box, it's very good and will protect my stuff I will have inside. Maybe sometimes needle minders also best to put here, so they don't destroy your headphones, your phone and everything. Actually, I think I've got 2 Apple headphones. I think I told you about this, and maybe they were laying next to my needle minders, and that's why they're not working, because one was completely brand new. Sometimes I just go somewhere, let's say with Daniel or wherever, I have my cross stitch in my bag, and I have my phone, and I have my headphones. And that headphones, they were wireless, and they don't recommend you to keep needle minder next to it. It can destroy. So be aware about it, and protect with kind of boxes like this if you have them in the same bag. But better even not to keep them next to each other, because they still can damage your stuff. Also, I received this cute Saju. Let me remember how to open it, because it's always complicated for me. I can't find the way you open this. It's a challenge sometimes. It's very easy to open, but okay. I just spent a few minutes to find out how you open it, because I can't pull this out. You can't pull this out. You have to just move this to the side, and I keep forgetting about it. And this measure, the measure will be for me to show you size of my finished pieces, because always I don't have it next to me. And I'm gonna put it in my organizer here, so I know it's... Actually, I was thinking what to put in there, because I don't really use this one for my threads, so I can keep this one, and I know it's always there. And whenever I need my organizer, it's ready. Actually, you see, there is ship already. The Christmas one. I have few of them. Every season I can change and have special mood. Next thing, what else did I get? Oh, the ships I show you already. This is my birthday card from Kitty. Thank you very much. I also found other cards from you. I still have them all, and I keep them in one box. Yeah, but thank you very much. It's so sweet. And got this sampler as well. Because I have threads here, I will find some fabric. It's not that difficult, but I would like to stitch it maybe on 40 count or on 38. We'll see, whatever I have. Maybe hand dyed 36 will be 38 as well. And this is very interesting sampler. Never seen it before. From Samplers Not Forgotten. Yeah, and these colors, look how bright they are compared to the preview. I like it very much. And I think that's it. Guys, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for all your comments. Really appreciate it, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.